Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Have I ever thought about upgrading to a bigger house? Do I need more space? No, I have more than enough space. My problem is, number one, I don't have the time to really do as much as I want to do with the space. For example, my garage, okay, is messed up. When I bought this house, the garage came fucked up, alright? The idiots who owned this house before me used that garage as a chop shop. There's disgusting stickers and shit all over the cabinets. There's oil stains all over the floor of the garage. But I work 6 days a week full time. I don't have time to clean up the garage. I would love to go out there and clean it up and make it our own and make it something we can actively use the space for. But I just don't have the time to do it, alright? On the flip side of that, since I moved here, things have broken down. I have a completely non-functional bathroom. I have a shower that doesn't work, it leaks, and if I use it, it's just going to make the whole thing fuck up and be destroyed. So I have a whole bathroom I don't use, okay? I would love to fix that bathroom, but I don't have money to do it. You might say, well, you live in a good house, don't you have equity or whatever? Yeah, but look what's happened in the United States in the last several years. Monstrous inflation, and the Fed keeps raising interest rates. If I were to try to do anything with credit right now, like a refinancing or even taking out a loan, I'd be killing myself. Right now, I have a mortgage from 9 years ago that has payments that are insanely low compared to what I'd be paying now if I refinanced my house. So even though I have tons of equity, I can't do anything with it because the government fucked everyone over by destroying interest rates in the last 2 years.
Oh my god!
So I'm in a situation where it's like, I have a nice house, but I have things in it that are kind of breaking down. The cabinets in the kitchen are breaking down. I have a bathroom I can't use. And unlike other people who normally would be able to do stuff with equity, I can't do anything with my equity. I'm locked and stuck because of what the government has done. So I'm screwed. I'm in sadly a situation where it's like, I just gotta wait, and maybe within a few years things will turn around, and hopefully then if interest rates dip again, and my credit continues to hopefully get better from where it was, because now it's not good, maybe then I can look to do a refinance of the house at a better interest rate and with tons of equity that I have, and then I can do things around here to make the house better, right? Maybe I can fix that bathroom, improve the kitchen, do the things we've wanted to do to make the house better for us. But as for another house, we have absolutely, positively no desire to ever move or get a better house. Seriously, we love this house as it is. It's good enough for what we want. We have unused space that I don't have time to really fix up and use. So I definitely wouldn't want anything else, no.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
Third Nostril says, do you believe it's true when people say something isn't going your way in life, it's 100% your own fault and solely up to you to resolve the problem? Number one, because there's two questions there. Are things always 100% your fault? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. No. Things in life are not always completely your fault. There may be factors to something that goes wrong that are your fault, but no, not everything in your entire life is always your fault. I mean, there's always people who say things such as, if there is a God, how could God allow bad things to happen to good people, right? There's tons of people out there that things happen to them and they don't deserve it. Right? What about a kid who gets cancer? What did the kid do to get cancer? Did they deserve? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh, if something bad happens to you, it's because it's your fault. What? No, that makes no sense at all. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. There are things in life that could be a result of your fault, but not everything. Okay? Now, is it up to you to 100% try to fix everything in your life? Yes and no. I mean, ultimately, a lot of the times it is. A lot of the times you have to, sadly, sit down and really look at reality and realize probably no one out there really is going to help you. That in reality, a lot of people out there are out for themselves, not out to help others. And it's very rare in life where someone would actually go out of their way to give something to help and not expect something in return. I'm just being honest. Now, there are people who are like that, and there are times in life when maybe you will get that kind of help, and that's great when you get it, but you can't really expect it, right? I can at least say that I'm incredibly grateful and happy that in my lifetime, especially since I've been a YouTuber, that there have been people who have helped me out a lot during some of my lowest points. I would not be here today if it weren't for people who supported me over the years, especially a few years ago when I was in my worst financial part ever during that whole bankruptcy deal. You know, things were awful. There were times when if I didn't raise money on a certain amount of time, I wasn't going to be able to pay my mortgage. You know, things were going to go awful. And I'm through those times. I'm very grateful and happy that we are through those times, really. So thank you to everybody. I really, really appreciate for getting me through that. But ultimately, things kind of rely on your own shoulders and your own gumption. You can't just sit around saying, woe is me, life is bad, it's not my fault, I wish things would get better. Things will never get better if you just sit around saying that, okay? You have to actively do things for yourself to try to improve your situation.
Oh, woe is me, I'm the victim complex guy. Yeah, because I am a victim.
All right, so being proactive, being, you know, responsive to bad things that happen, and trying to get out of them yourself through hard work, diligence, determination, patience, you know, lots of things, you know, they all matter. A lot of people say to me, Phil, how do you to this day still make content when every single day there's insane amounts of nonsense on the internet about you? Because I just tune out the bullshit, I focus on the positive, and I move forward. And here I am, loving life because of it. So, obviously there's something going right, or else I wouldn't be where I am.
Alright, and if you're wondering, no tips whatsoever have come in yet today. That's why I haven't shouted out any tips. If any come in, I will shout them out. We have ample time here. We have about a half an hour to kill before we get started with gameplay. So let's see what happens. Again, my goal is once a day to hit the tier 1 tips goal. So I hope we can do that today and keep that momentum going.
Escanor says just because you don't like it doesn't mean that others don't enjoy it. Didn't say that. What I'm saying is don't force me to do it. So for example, a major problem in this game is inventory. Everyone will agree. Inventory space is still a problem. Managing inventory is still a problem. We all know that. Everyone said that about the game. No one disagrees that inventory is still a problem in Bethesda games. So, what's the first thing you're going to want to do? I want more inventory. Well, how do you do it? Well, you go to the spaceport. Can you buy more inventory? No. No. You have to go force yourself to go into the shipbuilding and try to snap on, snap off cargo holds and rearrange this to that. But I want to do that. I just want more inventory space. That's all I want. Not allowed. A simple thing that everyone in every fucking Bethesda game has always wanted cannot easily be done in the game. They fucked up. It's a huge problem. They need to use their brain, their noggins, and say, what do gamers want? Give it to them easily. Don't make them jump through hoops. Don't force them to do a system they don't want. Listen, if you want to completely customize your ship, go for it, and I'm happy for you. You know, maybe somewhere down the line, when I'm 80 hours in, and I've got insane amounts of resources and things that have been bonuses that have been unlocked and all kinds of shit, maybe I would want to do it too. But I don't want to force myself to fuck about with that when I have all this content untouched, and I can't play it because I gotta fuck around because I have no inventory space. You know? A lot of people have given up. They just throw a bunch of shit on their ship's floor, say, fuck this, just toss it on the floor, because they just don't want to deal with this nonsense. 2023, Bethesda doesn't know this is what people want yet. How much time and money did they put into this game, and they don't understand inventory space yet? Wow. That's pretty remarkable.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Someone says, what about merch? Will I ever bring back merch? Interestingly enough, a couple months ago, one of you guys asked me that question. And I said, alright, so I went out and I found one of these merch companies that makes merch for streamers. And I sent them an email, and, you know, explaining my situation. I said, here I am, here's my content, long time, you know, content creator, fan base who would probably want to buy some merch because I haven't had some for years. But here's the situation, I got this toxic cloud of harassers. They do follow me around, and although everything they say about me is false,
fuck you, you're a liar.
They do try to harass, people who have association with me. Likely this is why, you know, any previous merch that I had, you know, working with a company for 5 years, why they probably cut ties with me, you know, would you consider, you know, having me in and to make merch on your site? And I got zero response. Zero. It wasn't no, it wasn't yes, it was zero response. So you know what that tells me? Basically, they didn't say no. So what that tells me is basically they don't want to say either way. Let it happen, and if I were to join one of these sites and start making merch, great. But then if they start getting complaints over nothing, you know, what would happen? I don't know. So again, unless I get an absolute, yeah, don't worry about it, we don't bend to fucking moron trolls, we just, you know, we're a merch company, we're here to make money, so go for it. Unless I get that answer, I'm not gonna waste time. Because why would I waste everyone's time, have people designing stuff, uploading merch, people trying to buy, and then within a few days it gets shut down? It would be a waste of everybody's time. So what's the point, right? So, yeah, unless someone has a suggestion of a site that knows that they'll handle that kind of stuff. But no one's giving me any suggestions. Literally, I've not got a single suggestion of a business that, you know, makes that kind of merch that would be okay with people getting harassed online. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up because you know it's going to happen, right?
I just want more money.
I've gotten a $5 tip, excuse me, from Super Stoke Carl Turbo HD Remix. He says, not to get political, I guarantee if there was a right-leaning merch store, they'd likely not care about whatever's been said in the past by you, and therefore the trolls wouldn't be as effective. The left made politically correct culture really toxic, and I hate it. And you know what? And here's the truth. Here's the truth. As you guys know, I am not right-leaning. At all. I would think people would probably say I'm more liberal in most cases. Like I've told you guys, some of the things that they're so against, like I'm okay, I'm for gay marriage. I'm okay with people being trans. I'm totally okay with all of that, right? Yet somehow I've been labeled some kind of a horrible person that can't have merch? Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, right? So, if I want to do merch, I have to go to a right-wing fucking merch site? What? Right? Like, seriously. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. Right? Like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, yeah, so, like I said, if any of you ever have a suggestion, alright, of a place that I could go to make merch, I'm all ears. I'm not against making merch. I'd like to make merch for you guys again. But again, I'm not going to waste everyone's time, mine and others, on merch if it's just going to get shut down with literally no explanation. Because that's the other thing. To this day, Spring, it used to be called Teespring. Spring has not told me why they shut down my merch shop. They don't care. They don't feel like they have any responsibility to do so. We'll shut it down whenever we want and goodbye. And it's like, what happened? I didn't do anything. It's the same merch I've been selling for 5 years on their website. All of a sudden, one day they arbitrarily decided it was not what they wanted to sell. I don't get it. You see?
Abdullah, thank you for the support. Thank you all. Great stream today. We hit all the goals, right? Great stuff. I really appreciate that. And next time around, tomorrow night, more fun Starfield here on the stream. See you then. Let's bust out our mobile phones and let's get ready to play mobile games. The behind the scenes things going on with mobile games. Come on, we gotta get another gold pull. Come on. Here we go. Let's get some pulls. Come on. Pull the gotcha. Pull on my gotcha. Come on. We gotta get some pulls. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.